Time is 6:30 p.m. and the Louisville Planning and Zoning Commission meeting of Tuesday, July 5th, 2016 is now called to order, and there is a quorum present. The first item on the agenda is selection of the chairman, vice chair, and zoning board of adjustment representative. This time we'll open up the floor for nominations for chairperson.
Can I just ask, would you like to remain the chairman?
Sure.
And would you like to remain the zoning board of adjustment representative?
Sure.
Okay, so then we're really just in need of the vice chair, is
Correct.
that right? Okay.
Okay, open up nominations for vice chair for the zoning.
We'll still need a motion for all three positions.
Together.
To restate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, may I have a motion for,
Oh, I guess I'll make a motion to have Jim continue as chairman.
okay,
So-
Seconded.
okay.
Do we
then-
vote on them individually?
Yeah, that would probably be best.
Okay. So we have a motion and a second on the
Okay, those
chairman.
in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Okay, we'll do the vice chair next. Do we have a nomination from the floor?
I nominate Kristen for vice chair.
Second.
I knew that was coming.
All those in favor signify aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries.
Congratulations.
Who
And-
seconded that motion?
I did.
I'm sorry, Alvin?
Alvin.
Got a grin on his face.
All that campaigning.
Okay, may I have a nomination from the floor for zoning board of adjustment representative?
I'll nominate Mary Ellen.
Second.
Okay, nominated by Kristen, seconded by Alvin. Those in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Okay, item number 3. Approval of the minutes of the June 7th, 2016 meeting that were in your packet. Are there any any changes or recommendations for that? If not, may I have a motion to approve?
So move.
Second.
Motion by Alvin, seconded by Kristen. Those in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Agenda item 4 is a public hearing consent agenda plats. There are 2. There's 4A and a 4B. They'll be read together, discussed together, and voted on together as one motion unless there's an objection to that. 4A is the final plat of Wendell Metals Edition, Phase 1, Lot 1R and 2, Block M. It's containing a 3.098 acre tract zoned GB. This is located on the northeast corner of Farm to Market 544 and Farm to Market 2281. It's being a replat of Wendell Metals Edition, Phase 1, Lot 1, Block M. 4B is the amended final plat of Crossroads Center North, Lots 1R, 3 and 4, Block F, contains 30.372 acres, zoned light industrial, located on the northwest corner of Standridge Drive and State Highway 121. Business. Richard?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Both of the plats before you tonight has been reviewed by city staff, who has determined that the minimum requirements of the zoning ordinance and the general development ordinance have been demonstrated on both of these plats. Therefore, staff recommends approval as submitted.
Thank you, Richard. Questions? Commissioners? No? All right, this time we'll open up the public hearing. Anyone that wishes to speak on either 4A or 4B, Wendell Metals or Crossroads Center, please come forward, state your name, and sign in. Okay, having no one come forward, the public hearing is now closed. Commissioners, comments? If not, may I have a motion for items 4A and 4B?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by Kristen,
Second.
seconded by Mary Ellen. Those in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries unanimous. All right. Item number 5, public hearing for zoning. This is consideration of a zone change request from Agriculture Open Space, AO, to single-family residential R 7.5 on approximately 1.373 acre tract. It is out of the E. Pickett Survey, abstract number 320, located at 742 South Poydras Street, as requested by Tamara Brooks on behalf of Brenda Harris, the property owner. This is case number PZ 02160717. I broke my glasses yesterday, so I'm reading from some readers that I can hardly see. So, June.
Good evening, Commissioners. The approximately 1.373 acre property is located on the east side of Poydras Street, north of Decker Lane. The residence on this property was built in the late 1940s. The current zoning of the property is actually agriculture open space, which does allow for a residence with minimum lot size of 1 acre and requires a 100-foot setback from all property lines. This property does not currently comply with the zoning requirement of AO. The existing house is a legal non-conforming structure which can remain as is, but any new constructions or plating would require the property to comply with the current zoning. The proposed zone change will make this property consistent with the zoning of the properties in the area. If you look at the maps, the surrounding areas are immediately adjacent are AOs and R7.5, and there are more residential properties south of the subject property on Yale Avenue and along the Charles Street. So once the zoning is approved, the applicant plans to plat the property. It's not platted right now in compliance with the requirement of the single-family residential R7.5 district. It's city's recommendation that the Planning and Zoning Commission recommend the approval of the zone change request from Agriculture Open Space District, AO, to Single Family Residential District, R7.5. Do you have any questions?
I had one. Is there a significant difference in the tax rate from AO for this property to 7.5?
Actually, the Denton Appraisal District does not recognize our zoning classifications. They have their own land use classification scale that they assign values to. So changing our zoning has no influence on the value or the taxes for the property.
Okay, thank you. Kristen?
My question was just, is this going to remain a single property, or is there going to be several residences on this property?
Right, this is significantly larger than typical R7.5 parcels. Currently, the applicant really wants to just remodel or rebuild the existing house. It's built in 1940s, and any work on the house actually requires them to plat the parcel, which cannot be platted currently because of the zoning requirements. So once that's the rezoning is approved, they want to rebuild the current house, but in the future they are thinking about splitting the lot into possibly 2 lots, because this is a unique shaped lot where they do have a frontage on the Decker Lane as well as the Poydras Street, so they are considering splitting the lot into smaller lots to build 2 single-family homes, but that's more in the future, and the applicant currently wants to be able to plat the land so that they can rebuild or remodel the existing house.
Okay.
When I drove by, it looked like out of the acre there was a lot of shrubbery or shrubs, bushes,
Right.
trees. Is there any leverage changing from AO to single family for the city to demand or have that cleaned up so it looks different than it does today?
Oh, as with any property, that would be an issue for our code enforcement department. If there's any violations, staff could definitely check into that and work with the owner to correct any potential code violations.
Okay.
Anything else?
Anyone else?
Subsequent plat would be up for approval at that point as well, right?
Yes, correct. That's correct.
Thank you, June.
Right.
This time we'll open up a public hearing. Anyone that wishes to speak on item 5 for the zone change, please come forward, sign in, and state your name.
The applicant is here. If you guys have any questions, he's available. If not,
Commissioners? No? No, guess not. Okay, at this time, we'll close the public hearing. Anyone has come forward? Have not. So, commissioners, concerns, comments about this? All right. This time, may I have a motion for item 5A?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Kristen,
Second.
seconded by Alvin. All those in favor signify aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Item number 6 is.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
This item will be considered by the city council, who will hold a second public hearing on Monday, July the 18th, 2016 at 7 o'clock p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay, now may I have a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Motion by Mary Ellen,
Second?
seconded by John. Those in favor, aye.
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 Motion carries. Meeting adjourned.
Well, it was pretty painless.